Throughout my whole life, I used to believe that being my best self meant getting the perfect grades, having the right group of friends, and just living the ideal perfect life. I thought if everything looked right on the outside, that meant I had it all figured out. But as I've grown up, I've learned that being your best self is less about being perfect, but more about the choices you make, how much you show up for others, and how much you show up for yourself. Today, I wanted to share what I've learned to be your best self, even when life gets a bit messy. In today's generation, children are just addicted to their phones. Like every child you see is, what's the word that this generation will understand? Oh, I got it. An iPad kid. Like, what is that? Where did it come from? iPad kids these days get motivational things from TikTok clips. Nothing is wrong with that, but sometimes it comes from the quiet reminder from yourself. I can do this. I remember one night I was up late studying for an important math test, while also taking care of my little sister. I had to juggle between memorizing formulas, serving her food, cleaning after everyone. Jeez, I'm not a clown. I'm not a servant. Everything felt like it was crashing down, sort of like I was trying to hold bricks onto my shoulders. But then I looked at my little sister and reminded myself, I am not doing this just for me. Why am I setting this kind of example to her? She was my motivation. Can I ask everyone here to try something with me for just a few seconds? Take your hand and place it right over your heart. No, we're not doing the Pledge of Allegiance. Okay, now close your eyes and think of one person who motivates you. Maybe it's someone who looks up to you. Maybe it's someone who believes in you even when you don't believe in yourself. Now, think about this person. Now, how can you be a better example for them? Not perfect, just better. Those kind of moments, you can take time to tell you that there is a purpose and chance for you to strive to be better, not just for yourself, but for the people who you just thought of. Okay, you can open your eyes now. Being an older sibling taught me something huge about leadership. One day, my little sister was bragging to our parents how I stood up for one of her friends. And then my mom said something that changed my perspective. She said, I want to be just like you. That moment hit me hard. I realized it's not about telling your siblings how to act, it is about showing them. First, I have to become better at showing that kind of example. They're watching how you deal with stress, how you treat people, how you bounce back after you fall. Whether you realize it or not, your actions matter. You are someone's example. Superhero, if you want to call it. Let's swing back to that awful math test. I know. Think about it just makes me want to. During that time with that awful math test, I had the state of mind where I thought that school was just something that I had to turn in and boom, I'm done. But now I know education isn't about checking boxes. It is about unlocking opportunities. Focusing more on your education can also unlock your best self. You can create a life that you choose. Every time I take school seriously, I'm not just chasing grades. I'm chasing for the best in my future. Education, school, friendships, they all fall under the same category, but do they all help you to your best self? Not exactly. Yes, there will be friends that will give you the advice, the push you need to get through life, but at the same time, sometimes we have to let go of people we care about to protect our growth. This does not mean we are bad people. It just means we are focusing on our best self and trying to figure out what is best for us. But while we are finding our best self, it could also mean being there for others, not to fix them, but to listen. Keyword, listen. I remember one day a friend told me I helped them through a really hard time. I was confused because I didn't do anything. I was just sat, eating, binge watching Netflix. Did you guys see that Twilight was recently added onto Netflix? Sorry, I get too carried away with my movies. I'm Team Edward, by the way. Anyways, Back to the point. I did not do anything big, but they said, you just listen. That meant everything. That moment, I realized being a good friend isn't about grand gestures. It could simply just be listening to someone's words. So, what does it really mean to become your best self? It means staying motivated, leading by example, prioritizing education, surrounding yourself with the right group, and also showing up for others. The big five. Being your best self is not about being perfect. It is about the progress you make. It's about growing. It's about choosing to believe in the future version of yourself. That right there is a win, obviously. In the words of Anne Sweeney, define success on your own terms, achieve it by your own rules, and build a life you're proud to live. And with that, I'd like to also add, your best self adventure is just starting. Thank you.